Action as Denver Mayor Mike Johnston declared homelessness a city emergency. This is something similar to what former Mayor Michael Hancock did during the migrant crisis.
Well, 9 News political reporter Marshall Zellinger is with us now. Marshall, so what's the point of declaring a state of emergency?
Well, it depends. From one aspect, it's activating that emergency operations center and having people from housing and homelessness outreach and public health all in the same room. Another aspect is faster services. I was told the permit process for city-owned housing can be delayed, just like any of us, and this can help speed some of that up. The end goal of the emergency declaration by Denver Mayor Mike Johnston is to have 1,000 people who are currently on the street experiencing homelessness off the street and into housing by the end of the year. Denver's 2022 count of people living on the streets was about 1,300. Almost 3 times as many people are experiencing homelessness but have a shelter at night. This focus is on those who are on the street, and while the declaration itself does not cost any money, finding shelters ultimately will.
We have current dollars in our city budget that are allocated to this purpose already. And then as we build the portfolio of solutions that are going to come forward, whether they are current rental units, whether they are hotel conversions, whether they are micro communities, those will have different cost structures. As we get feedback from the community, we'll know exactly what the combination of those housing options are and what the cost is.
90 minutes after his announcement, Johnston met with those well-versed in helping those experiencing homelessness. Colorado Coalition for the Homeless was represented, as well as public health experts. Now, we have 2 definitive goals set by Johnston on homelessness: 1,000 off the street by the end of 2023, and ending homelessness for those unsheltered, which is about 1,300 or more, by the end of his term, which is the middle of 2027, Tom.
How big a difference is this from the Hancock policies, if you will? Is it expensive? Are we moving money around? Or are we just moving people trying to get this done?
It depends on that. Right now, it could be moving money around. I talked, and you'll hear from the former Colorado Coalition for the Homeless president, John Parvinsky. You'll hear from him on Next at 6 o'clock. He paints a different picture where he presented some ideas to Hancock in the previous administration about what San Diego was doing, similar to what Johnston did today, and how there wasn't quite as much interest as what he heard today from now Mayor Johnston versus what he heard from previous Mayor Hancock. So when you make it the first thing that you say, you picture anything like at the state capitol on the first day when the governor says, I want to do this, when the Democrats in charge say, I want to do this, they do everything in their power to get that goal done by the end of their term. That's essentially what today is for Johnston. It's the #1 thing, and if he doesn't hit the #1 thing, that's something that you just never live down.
And he has provided some measurables that he wants to hit, so we'll follow up on that as well. We'll see you coming up on Next with more on that. Thanks, Marshall.